Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am Tinnin. I'm the founder of Skillway, where we help you crush your sales goals and love what you do. And this is your Skillway business tip. I'm curious, how many of you have ever suffered from a lack of delegation? How many of you know that you need to make that part of your 2025 plan to delegate more? Well, a lot of adults suffer, and business professionals suffer from delegation. They don't really know where to start, and they don't know what to do. And there's 3 reasons why people suffer on a regular basis from delegation. And the first one is guilt. We take on a project, we put something on our to-do list, we think it's only going to take a second. And weeks go by, and time goes by, and then you feel guilty that you haven't delegated it to someone else. And this is a huge challenge because one of the things that you really need to do is as soon as you get something that is brought onto your plate, you need to decide what you're going to do with it. Are you really the best person for this task, or should you give it to someone else? Which leads to the second one. And at Skillway, we call this time scarcity. But what time scarcity really means is that you don't have the time to teach someone on your team how to do the task. So you struggle with, this will only take a second, but what ends up happening is the more you take the time to invest in your team and teach them how to do that, it pays you back in spades later by delegating. And the third reason is arrogance. We think we can do it better, faster, and quicker than anyone. So why teach someone else how to do it? Or why go through the pain and agony of giving it to somebody else? And I will tell you that progress is far better than perfection. So learning how to accept that maybe A- work, maybe B work is still better than perfection. So the first thing that you need to do when you are looking at delegating is look at those 3 areas and decide which one do I need to evaluate and how can I start to delegate more. Then we recommend that you make a list. Make a list of all of the things that you're doing that you're putting off and you're not giving to somebody else, and then pick one. Pick one thing that you are going to start delegating. Now, in perfect Skillway recommendations, we do have books that we would recommend. And the first one is, I'm going to think of it. Hold on one second. Effortless. Effortless by McKeown. The second one is Deep Work by Newport. And the third one is Who Not How by Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy. And if you want to ask me about those books later, we're always going to have book recommendations. But looking at some of the ways to invest in yourself and then develop it, and really look at the ways that people have paved the way before you. And that's your Skillway business tip. Thanks, everyone.